Good morning. I'd like to share with you today a journal that I recently made. This is a 3 signature hardcover journal. It has a dangle on the spine that has some metal leaves, some glass beads and a wooden lace bobbin with the image of a mushroom on it. The image on the front is from Mrs. Cogs' Forest Creatures, and that's been layered up with some hessian, some burlap, some lace and some vintage buttons. The closure is a Tim Holtz hitch post. Inside we've got some extra writing paper, some little notes that have been made, some digital stamping, cute little mouse peeking out, and that's a hessian pocket there. This kit is from Zoe Toefield. Vintage book page, stamped image of an owl, piece of dyed lace that's covering some stamping of bees, another vintage button there, image of an owl, and again a little pocket there, some more vintage beads. This I made following a tutorial from Izzybee Creations doing some stamping. Really enjoyed following her on that, and that's my take on how she made those pages. That's a flip open, a little bit of lace there, image from a book. This is from Mrs. Cogs' Forest Creatures again. Vintage book page, another vintage book page, hessian or burlap belly band, and an image of a bear from Mrs. Cogs. Some more stamping. This paper is from Artymaze Walk with Nature kit, and there's a postcard back there. This one is Zoe Toefield's paper, as are these, and I made these again. So some stamping, you probably can't see it, but there is some embossing on those as well. Again from Zoe Toefield. Another belly band, and there we have a beaver image, and that again is from Mrs. Cogs' kit, Forest Creatures. This is an envelope that was made using some heavy duty tracing paper, and inside there are some quotes from Edith Holden book. Vintage paper again, vintage book paper. This is a napkin that's been decoupaged onto a book page to use as a tuck spot. Again an image from Mrs. Cogs' Forest Creatures and some cards, so there's a couple of tuck pockets there. Another image of an owl, and this is from a bird spotting book where you can tick off the birds that you see. Used it as a flip out. Again, these papers are from Zoe Toefield. Another flip out, and on the back as well, another of the stamping pages, another decoupage page there, old book page, and again another of the envelopes. That one's got the image of a deer inside it, and another quote from the Edith Holden vintage book page there. And again, that's the image of a doily on there. That was sprayed with acrylic paints. Here we have a little pocket that you can see through there, so it has tracing paper behind it. That was Tracy Fox did those as CD pockets. That's my take on that. And there's a little, again, from Mrs. Cogs, and that's a squirrel. Old book page, lovely image there of some birds. And again, the centre of the book has those cards again. Old book pages there. That's a cutout of a bee. Another pocket here. Made this paper at the back here is from Artymaze that I had left over from a previous kit. Another postcard in there, some vintage buttons, a nice little tuck spot, vintage book paper, more vintage book paper, some writing paper, book pages, another flip out on this one, nice image of a little mouse that I found in a book, and this again is from Mrs. Cogs' Forest Creatures, and again the bird watcher's notepad. Again, these are Zoe Toefield. Another book page out of a vintage book. Another owl stamped there. little pocket here, there's actually a bird peeking through the behind there with some lace on. You can perhaps just see his eye, some vintage buttons, and this again is from Mrs. Cogs. Image of an owl. Again, a lovely stamped page. Another tuck spot here. That again, if it's a badger, I'm not sure, but it's from Mrs. Cogs Forest Creatures, and another tuck spot. Vintage bird page. Another stamping of the owl. This has got lots of pages in it that you can write and some digital stamping. Old book page, some music pages. There's a pocket there again. Again, this was from Artymaze, this paper, and I've stuck some images on it that I found and some buttons. Another book page. Lovely bird image there. And again, the centre of that one with the same cards in between. So lots and lots of writing paper. Old book page there, and again this is one of the tracing paper envelopes that I made, and you can see through there there's the image inside it of a little mouse eating the blackberries. An old book page there, another burlap or hessian tuck spot there, an image again from Mrs. Cogs and a card that I've made. Another owl stamped on there, another old book page, and here we've got a flap out with some stamping on, and two more images from Mrs. Cogs. I think it's a flying squirrel and a deer. Old book page there with some owls on, another owl stamped, flip out there. That image there is from Toefield. Again here with some digital stamping and some pages that can be written on, and a picture of a nice little shrew and some more writing paper there, and that's in a hessian pocket. The back of the book is very plain, just the ribbon that closes that closes it, and the dangle. There we have my Forest Creatures journal. I hope you like it. Thank you.